Can I talk to y'all real quick? I was gonna wait to make this video until I got dressed for the day, tried to make myself look like a little something, but we're gonna talk about this right now. I want to tell somebody the story is set, okay? The story is set, and let me break it down. Let me tell you what I mean. Let me be very clear. All right, let's start with Moses. When God is telling him, I need you to lead my people, right? I need you to get them out of here. I need you to lead them on out, right? God says, but I know that the king of Egypt will not let you go unless a mighty hand forces him. What does that tell me? What does that tell the believer, which we are? It tells me that the story is already set. It tells me that God already knows what's going to happen. And then he goes on to say, and because I know they're going to give you trouble, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to perform miracles, and then favor is going to come on you. That means the story is set. God already knows. Let me give you another one. Let's talk about Hannah, right? Bible talks how Hannah was taunted by Peninnah because she couldn't have children, right? They shared the same man, but Hannah was barren. So one day, Hannah gets up and she goes to pray. Scripture says she is broken before the Lord. She is in despair, pouring her heart out to God, right? But then the story is set because Eli the priest comes along. He thinks she's drunk. Then she explains, no, I'm not drunk. I'm just really broken. So he then ends up encouraging her in the Lord. The story was set. The Lord knew that she needed that. She needed someone to see her in that moment. She needed encouragement. And the Lord knows when you're walking this journey out and you're walking this life out, the Lord knows when you're going to need encouragement. I've had those moments where I really needed to hear something and somebody will just message me or get a text of somebody encouraging me. God knows what you need and when you need it. All right, I'm going to give y'all one more example, although there's many, many more. Let's talk about Mordecai in the book of Esther. You got to go read the whole thing to fully understand. I'm gonna make it real short and sweet real quick. The night before, one of the king's officials wanted to kill him. The night before he was going to come to the king and ask if he could kill Mordecai, this is what the Lord did. The Lord caused the king not to be able to sleep that night before, okay? He asked his servant to bring him the book that talks about his reign. Ironically enough, him not being able to sleep, the book he asked for, and him reading the book shows that Mordecai saved his life. And so he asked his official, what did we do to reward Mordecai for saving my life? Come to find out, nothing was done. So let me tell y'all what happens. Let me tell you how God's timing is so immaculate, okay? So immaculate. And that's the affirmation that I tell myself. God's timing is immaculate over my life. But anyway, this is what happens. So then the king decides to reward Mordecai. And you can't tell me the story wasn't set for his life. The night before that this man was going to ask the king to go kill him, that the king then read a book about his reign and found out that Mordecai saved his life. The story was set. You can't tell me that wasn't God. You can't tell me that wasn't the best timing. I just want to let anybody know. Because here's what happens, y'all. Here's what happens. We wonder so much about the how and the when and the how and the when. And trust me, I know because, baby, it's been me. I've lived it, okay? But when you understand that your life is truly in God's hands, and when you want to truly surrender it to him and just trust that he is good, you understand that your story is set. In whatever case, in whatever it is, if it's the job, if it's the business, if it's the spouse, school, like whatever it is, you have to understand your story is literally set. And if we could just just rest, if we could just enjoy our relationship with God, I'll be honest, if we could just rest in the Father's love, if we could just read the word and trust it and take it at its face value, like we could just be children. If we could just be in our place, if we could just be in our place, you would truly understand that the story is already set. And please go read these stories for yourself because I had to, make them real short for this video. But as you read these stories, you will see that the story is literally already set. And so I hope that blesses you as it's blessing me and encouraging me in things that I'm believing for and desires in my heart. So I'll see y'all next time.